I am live. Good morning. Good morning. February 18th. Time flies when you're having fun. Time flies when you're having fun. The name my mother and father gave me, John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr. My father was president of the United States of America. My father was assassinated when I was very young. Yesterday was President's Day. Day to remember. Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Chris. Good morning, Carrie. Nice to see you on here. I appreciate you all so very, very much. I really, really do. You all are awesome. Some days are better than others, but a lot of people have the congestion going on all around the country. Robin was talking with the gal Cindy yesterday, and she was congested too. It seems like it's going around. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, hello, Kathy. So many beautiful people. I did not know there were so many beautiful people in this world. I was always a loner. I always wanted to be a caveman. I just wanted to crawl into a cave, and because it seemed like everybody in my life was so freaking evil all the time, always about the dollar. And I am gonna go live on Facebook. I did this the other day. TikTok. I'm back on TikTok, people. I was off of TikTok for a week. I was doing a live on YouTube and TikTok. They removed my account, and it took them a week to review why they took me off in the first place. They sent me their little apology. Oh, you're back on TikTok now, so I can share a little bit anyway. We don't have the freedoms of speech on TikTok. And what they do, the cabal know my story is going to come out. They do. And so what they do is they take my original account down and they leave all these other fake accounts up. I even think they're printing my book overseas now. Somebody sent me the other day on eBay. There's so many of my books on eBay, and they're getting sent from like Singapore and all these other countries on eBay. I only make a couple dollars on every book I sell, so they're basically stealing from me. They steal my identity all the time. They've done it for years, so it's not like I'm going to get too awful upset about it. But what am I sharing? Why am I doing this each and every day? Why am I here? Why am I sharing? What is the big deal that this man right here, the man the whole world knew as John Kennedy, was a fake? He was a fraud. He had no Kennedy blood in him. He was not the son of our president. He was not the son of my mother, Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis. He had Onassis blood in him. Everything, MK Ultra, mind control at the top, it's freaking huge. It's so huge. You all want to know who the cabal is? I'm telling you. You want to know what I've learned and who always told me what to do was people within our secret service. You might think your vote matters, but in the long run, the people within organized crime within our secret service are telling the president what the fuck to do. Straight up. It's huge. But this man right here, I knew him. He was a prick. He punched me in the nose when I was a little kid for calling him John John because he didn't want to be called John John. But what did the cabal tell him? He was under MK Ultra. He wanted to be a mobster. He wanted to do evil deeds to get to the top. But he was he was being controlled also. It's all control to these people. But he was still a prick. And I really, growing up, I didn't want to have nothing to do with none of them since I was, real young. But we all choose our own path of life. And he, when he called his magazine George after his real name, it was built up inside of him. It had to be that he had lived a fake life, a life of crime, a life of deception. But when he tried to have me killed and take my life so I couldn't share this story with you all today, that's two different things. Somebody tries to take my life. What do you want me to do? Shed some tears? No. But I am exposing. I'm John Kennedy Jr. My father was a president. This man's father was Aristotle Onassis. No Kennedy blood. It's a mob war at the top. Our secret service. There's always somebody that wants a big prize of the United States of America and what they do. And I'm sharing what they do. They unalive people. They put people like this to launder money for them so they can make their millions of dollars. It's not too hard to figure it out. I want y'all, this just came out last week, people. I am expecting 50 more copies of this right here. Please read that title, The Historian Tale. Who's the historian? Me. The Amazing Return of President Kennedy's Son. I could not have done this without the help of Mary Maxwell. Beautiful, beautiful woman. She's got a lot of stories to tell on her own, too. She's researched this crap for years. And she put it right there. She put it right there. This is on Lulu, available on lulu.com, a self-publishing book site. And I just got a message on YouTube here that somebody ordered it and had it within 2 days. So that is freaking awesome. That is awesome. I am, like I said, Mary Maxwell purchased 100 copies of these. She signed 50. She sent me 50. She's been mailing these out to people that can make a difference, that can help us with the story, get it out. So she spent a lot of money and she wanted to order some more. And I got paid and I got altogether with this and this book. I spent $700 to get this story out to the world. I don't have that kind of money to be buying books, but that's where we're doing what we can do. And with that said, thank you so much for your love gifts this morning. Check out my new shirt. I was at the Boys and Girls Club thrift store yesterday, and they had 5 T-shirts for $1. So I got me this one right here, and 4 more white ones, just plain white ones. And it cost me $1. It was the last buck I had in my wallet. So when you guys sent me your love blessings and gifts, and cashed out me a few bucks this morning, I woke up and it's like, wow, that's so cool. I got to go mail all kinds of books off today. I think I sent like 35, 40 books out last week to people. I still got a whole bunch more to send out, but it was like, I'm thinking $300. Just post office crazy. Post office is crazy on their prices. I got King Smarty sent me Pirate Ship, the printer and all that. We found the cords. We got to hook all that up. Yeah, to save a little money on shipping. But I got a whole bunch more to send. I'm waiting on the I got 20 copies of this in the mail yesterday. I know it was a holiday, but it came UPS or FedEx or something because it was sitting on my porch when I got home from the thrift store. I got 20 of these. I sign them. If you purchase a pennant, I usually send a book. I'm going to send some more of these out right here because I got 50 more copies coming today. It's huge. They don't want none of you to know this story. They don't want none of you to know this story. And we're doing what we can so you do know, so you can share it. Love the t-shirt. I thought it was pretty cool because we live right next to Laughlin, but it says Laughlin, Nevada on it. And, $5 for $1. It was less than a quarter for my t-shirt. And, thank you so much for your support. You made me laugh my ass off the other day. One woman, one mouth. It's hard for me to get a good laugh with what I do and all the bullshit I have to go through. And so I got a good laugh the other day, which was awesome. You made my day. Thank you. I was going to go live on TikTok, but they won't let me have my morning cigarette on TikTok. They'll shut me down. We lose our freedom of speech. On here on YouTube, I put children only, but all children need to know my story. All children need to know that they've been lied to in history. I got to go to the doctors today, and they're going to tell me to quit smoking. I've been smoking so long, it's more stressful to try to quit than it is just to have my morning cigarette and chill out while I'm doing my videos. But thank you so all much for thank you all so much. I had that song Country Boy by Hank Williams Jr. in my head, so now I'm y'all. When you type in, this is how fucked up history is. This is how fucked up the deception is. Right here. That's deception. That's fucked up history right there. It really is. Because if you type in John Kennedy Jr., the son of our former president, his face will come up. That's the cabal. He had no Kennedy blood whatsoever. I did some live videos on here. And that's the fake Caroline right there. That is the fake Caroline Kennedy. Look at that. She looks like a man. She probably was a man. That's the cabal. That's these billionaires and what they practice. But that is not my sister, Caroline Kennedy. That is not me. That is the cabal. They put these people in place. That's the history that we need to know. That's real history right fucking there. They're not real. What were their real names? I don't know about Caroline. It's really confusing. It's in my book. What they even had me do, the Martha Moxley murder. It's crazy what they do at the top within our Secret Service. What they can do. They can't be charged with crimes. They are untouchables. Huh? Good morning, Robin. Robin's up getting her coffee. Well, thank you so much. I've never seen anyone look like your dad except you. I appreciate that. I get a lot of comments that I have my father's eyes. I don't have his ears. That's what makes it confusing for a lot of people. They try to compare my ears, but this photo right here, the one where we're leaning up against the bricks, if you can see that photo, that's me. I'm on the right. The fake John is on the left. Our Secret Service did this, and that's when there was a kidnapping going to happen. I don't know the whole story. There were some people in Greece and other things, but I had just worked my ass off for days stacking those bricks, and then he shows up. But they unalived my mother also. The cabal unalived my mother, as far as I know, in 1975. Hollywood is a huge part of the cabal. It's freaking huge. But I made some live videos where I went through this book. And what does the cabal do? They replaced me with him. I want you to look at that photo right there, because I remember that plain as day. I was meeting the Queen of England, and I called her my Queen Mother. But look at that. Look at those earlobes. They went from that to no earlobes because he was an imposter. I like that picture too. But our Secret Service was always in control. They were always in control. There was one day that I was told by the Secret Service while they had their cameras out. Now, I want you to remember the photos, the photo ops, the cameras, and then them telling me to go punch a little kid in the face so they can get a picture of it. Think about that one. This was when all of the bullshit was going on. I had my own cabin on that yacht right there. I was on that yacht for so long, when I got off and hit shore, I couldn't even hardly walk and stand up. I had sea legs. I was on there for that freaking long. But right there, that picture, when my mother met Aristotle Onassis, there was more than one Aristotle Onassis. The mafia, the Secret Service, they were all there telling everybody what to do. Why? Why did my mother have a body double? Because they were pre-planning my mother's elimination. They were working on eliminating the Kennedy family so they could put their blood family in place. It's that simple. It's not that simple for most people to figure out, but they're that powerful at the top. They are untouchable. They can do what they want. So they unalive people. They pre-plan it. The worst crimes in the world. They pre-planned to eliminate my loved ones and my family members to put their family members in place. And like I said, it's simple. They want their children to live a life of luxury and millions and millions and millions of dollars. And they wanted my family members gone. They wanted me living in absolute poverty where I could not do anything and they could do everything. This man right here, they put him in place. They made him a district attorney, a DA. What kind of evil deeds did they have him doing? We don't know. We don't know. Maybe someday they'll open up the real files and expose all the real evil deeds that they did. How many people went to prison because of this man? Then you have Caroline. Well, my sister Caroline was unalived, as far as I know. Look at Mr. Pretty Boy, photo op, like I just said. But look at those ears. They are attached to his fucking jawline. Look at all the little kids' photos. Ears don't change, people. I don't care what these haters say, what these haters' comments are. It don't fucking happen. How? Picture will tell you 1,000 fucking words, people. They will. So when I see a picture like this, you got a high-ranking member of the cabal right there. He stole my identity. He was a liar. He was a thief. He knew he had no Kennedy blood, but he was in it for the money. Now, who is he with right there? They hang together, people. Arnold Schwarzenegger was making fucking millions and millions of dollars because of the cabal. They made him governor of California, people. He's a DA. He's Kennedy. A picture will tell you 1,000 words. You see that man with Bill Clinton. Straight up. What am I trying to share? The fake Jackie. My real mother was shot down like a dog. Last time I saw my real mother, she was laying in a puddle of blood. I had a gun to my head. I believe I was 15 years old. And I was getting thrown in by federal agents into a station wagon. Kidnapped, basically. Watched my mom shot down like a fucking dog and kidnapped at gunpoint. Well, my mom had a replacement to steal all that fucking Kennedy money. Now my real mother's dead. They have a replacement. Well, now it gets deep, people, because I want you to look at this picture right here. You have the fake John Kennedy Jr. and you have the fake Caroline Kennedy. They had no Kennedy blood. Right here. Right here. These two. Well, what is that a picture of? What is that a picture of right there? These two pictures. Look at the smirk. This is supposedly his mother's funeral. Look at the smirk on his fucking face right here. But here's the thing. His father was not John Kennedy. His father was Aristotle Onassis. Aristotle Onassis' mistress, Maria Callas. That's who he is. Okay? But he's at the fake Jackie Kennedy's funeral. The fake one. My mother was shot and replaced. Then the replacement died. She was not related to those two at all. She was a Hollywood replacement. She was picked out because she looked like Jacqueline Kennedy. She was given dental work, plastic surgery to launder money to mafia. But why are the pictures so important? Because who got all her money when she was dead? They said it was cancer. I'm calling bullshit on the cancer. I'm calling it poison. These people at the top love fucking poison. They love cancer. So this funeral right here, why is he smirking? Because he just made millions and millions of fucking dollars, people. Millions with an M. Millions of dollars. Think about it. They had nothing to lose by killing the fake Jackie Kennedy. Why do you think his plane went down in the fucking ocean? Because he turned his back on his fellow members of organized crime and poisoned her. And who was her mistress? These motherfuckers are evil. They really are fucking evil. I gotta find that one because a picture will tell you 1,000 fucking words. And I can tell you right now that John Kennedy, this man that replaced me right here, had body doubles also, because there's pictures in here. There's pictures in here. There's a beautiful one, people. Here's a fucking beautiful one. Right there. George Onassis. Look what he's doing. So look what they did. I got to figure out this camera here. George Onassis. But look at that fake ass motherfucker right there. Take a good look at those earlobes. Take a good fucking look at the hair color. Then look at me. That is me. That's my ugly fucking nose right there. Look at the pug nose. Look at the big fat fucking earlobes, people. Earlobes don't change. It's straight up fucking the changing of fucking the mafia families. It's what they do. And I'm letting you all know that's what they do. Donald Trump might say, we're going to release the fucking files. Is he really? Is he going to expose all these people for the identity theft, for stealing my fucking identity and all the billions of dollars that went along with it? That where the Clintons got all their fucking hands in the Clinton Foundation money? I got to really find that picture. Oh, here's another one. Oh, gee. Let's get into the fucking music industry. There you go. People say, why didn't I come out? Why didn't I share my story earlier? Why didn't I? Because I wasn't fucking stupid. I wanted to stay alive. And I'm exposing how bad organized crime is in our fucking government. It is fucking huge. Huge. I'm going to tell you right now, his wife had a fucking dick. He was gay. They wanted me dead, so I have no problem saying she had a freaking dick. That's how they cover their shit up. I really want to find that picture. Deception of the world, people. All around the world. The whole world was getting deceived. All these other countries. I want to share it to each and every country. Hey, guess what? The leader of your country was fucking bullshitted and lied to, thinking that man had any Kennedy blood or was any Kennedy. Check this one out. Nelson Mandela with the fake. I met Nelson Mandela. They took me to meet Nelson Mandela. They got his fucking pictures all over everything. What I'm asking for you is let's change it. When you type in Google search and it comes up, you type in John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr. How about it, people? How about seeing mine? Oh, he was proud of his fucking name. He was proud of his deception to the world. George, people, not George fucking Washington. George Onassis, his fucking name. Now, when we were kids, I remember they had told him that his family, because our Secret Service bullshits, fucking lies, and everything fucking else. They do. But our Secret Service at least told me while we were there, they said he was my stepbrother, but his family died in a fire. Here's a good one. You got the fake Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis. You got the fake John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr. and you got the fake Caroline. Those two had no problem unaliving her for all the millions and millions of dollars that they stole, unaliving her with poison. It's evil at the top. What these people will do so they can drive around in their fancy limousines, so they can eat their fancy caviar and drink their fancy fucking, and sport their fucking Rolex watches. It's huge what they do. Now look at this picture. A picture will tell you 1,000 fucking words. You got the fake John Kennedy right here. This was right after they replaced everyone. You got the fake John. You got the fake Caroline. You got the fake Jackie. They had already killed my mother, killed my sister, and they put me in fucking hiding. But who is that right there? Who is that? Ted fucking Kennedy. Ted Kennedy. You remember the Ted Kennedy bullshit? Well, why is Ted Kennedy with 3 imposters? Why is Ted Kennedy with 3 imposters of the fucking Kennedy family? Was he bringing the real ones that trusted him, like Jackie, the real Jackie, to their death? Think really fucking hard about that one, because a picture will tell you 1,000 fucking words. Excuse my language, people. I get sharing my story. And anyway, you will see those 3 imposters in other pictures. You can, if you're interested in my story, if you are really interested in the truth, a picture will tell you 1,000 words. So you look at this picture. Now that you know the truth, my truth, that these 3 right out front here were fakes. They were placed by organized crime. The originals, these 2, unalived. These people popped in their place in the 70s. But Google it. You will see her right here getting ready to kiss Bill fucking Clinton at the fucking Kennedy Library. And they were at the Kennedy Library almost in fucking lip lock with Bill Clinton at my father's library. And they were looking like, we just fucked the Kennedy family out of billions of fucking dollars. Google these fake ass motherfucking cabal members and see who they were hanging out with. It goes all the way to the presidents of the United States, all of them. And what they do in their crime ring. They're untouchable, people. They really are. Because they're at the top. They got the Secret Service backing them. That's right. Our Secret fucking Service is backing them. Here's another photo. Caroline Kennedy. That one right there is a fake. She has no Kennedy blood. And she's looking like, oh, my fake mother just fucking died. What's going on? Story's huge. Story is freaking huge. This is one of my favorite. This got me banned off of TikTok once. I want you to see what the Secret Service were doing with me. That's me. Look at the big fat fucking earlobes, the pug nose, the big lips, and the hair color. They were teaching me to be a soldier. This was after my father was executed by our very own government. And by the way, my father would pick me up and throw me in the air. You'll see so many pictures of him doing that. And my memories of that, when he was throwing me up in the air, was saying, "You are going to be president of the United States someday, son." And they have tried to take it all away. They have tried to take it all away. They took away our cap guns. That's when a kid was a kid. That right there is when a kid, was allowed to be a kid. Cowboys and Indians. I love cowboys and Indians. That's a wonderful picture of my father right there. Wonderful picture. I love cap guns. So did I. I used to do all kinds of crazy shit with cap guns. I used to get the I used to just get the whole roll of caps, those paper caps, and I used to just take a hammer and go bang on them. I did. I used to go bang on them. There was some cops came over one day to the Quigley house, and they found one of Max Quigley's fake $100 bills. So they had tracked it down to him. And they showed up and they were questioning him about his fake $100 bill. I don't know how he got out of that one, because Max Quigley was a forger. He loved making $100 bills. He loved forging $100 bills, but he couldn't get caught because he was housing the real John Kennedy Jr. Think about that one. Think about our Secret Service. They're in charge of counterfeiting and every other fucking thing. But they allowed Max Quigley to fucking print $100 bills in his attic. Well, he got caught one day. And I'll never forget this, because I had my older brothers taught me to make a little firecracker. You get two nuts, 2 bolts, 2 nuts, but you would take them apart and you would get the little match heads that, the strike anywhere matches. And you'd take the little heads off and you'd put them in this nut and bolt. And then you'd throw it on the ground and go, pow. It was like a homemade cap gun. So I was playing with these homemade cap guns while the cops were there, questioning Max Quigley about a fake $100 bill. And they're like, "You can't do that, kid. That's against the law." I was like, "What do you mean that's against the law?" I was arguing with the fucking cop just as a little kid, say, "That's my cap gun. You can't take my cap gun away from me." He's like, "You could start a fire with that." Fuck, no, you couldn't. It was fun, but it was against the law. But so was printing $100 bills out that weren't real and getting away with it. Oh, man. I'm trying to find that one picture. So anyway, I'm sharing my story about what I've learned. And you can believe me or not believe me. I get a lot of fucking haters. I had a comment yesterday still bugging the shit out of me that I'm just in it for the fucking money. Well, I would love to have a better life. I really would. I'd love to have a fucking set of teeth. I really would. But what my main thing is, these motherfuckers stole billions of dollars. They unalived my family. I'm sharing the mafia war, the war within our government. What happened? The Kennedy fucking files. They started with my father, my uncle, the rest of the family. They hid it all. They were putting their blood family in place of my blood family to take over America, to take over the fucking world. So when I say the United States of America has been taken over, think about what I'm telling you, because it fucking has. And who suffers the price? We do. We have criminals and murderers at the top running things. Some of these people aren't even who the fuck they say they are. They're running things. And we pay the price. So I'm asking all of you to share my story. Get on board. Let's change history. Let's change history to the correct history on how our government really fucking works. It's cutthroat. It's brutal. It's fucking murderers. Straight the fuck up, people. Murderers are running the show, are placing our presidents in power to control us. They can't just, somebody said a few months back, well, if they're in control, why don't they just print out whatever kind of money they want? Well, they're doing it. They're getting away with it, but they can't just throw it right in our face. And we have a rebellion against them. They want to keep fucking squeezing a sponging off us as much as they can without a fucking, where we march on the government and say, hey, you all go. They don't want that. They want to just keep sponging off us and every other thing. Anyway, thank you all so much for joining my video. Please share it. This is on lulu.com. It's hot off the press. And I'm proud of this because it's got my picture on the front. I'm proud of Mary Maxwell for having the balls and to put it out. And, she's going way out of her way and spending a lot of money and time to get the truth out to you and the world. This right here, if we could make one of these books #1, we could have them talking about this on mainstream media of what they do, how they operate. We could fix it. First, we have to expose it. First, we have to let everybody know, hey, this is what's really going on. These criminals, I get comments all the time. Oh, we know the government's corrupt. They all say that. Well, it's time we fixed all that corruption. It's time you really knew how corrupt they were and are. But I'm losing followers here on YouTube, so I'm going to hang it up. I'm going to get my coffee. And thank you all so very much. Pendant is beautiful. Thank you very much. It helps get the cause out. It helps feed me. It really does. It helps get things so I can fix up the house. It's awesome. You people that get the pendant on the website, it really helps. It does so very much. It helps us keep going, helps us get more books. It helps us get the story out. What would I love? What would I love? I would love a church. I would love some volunteers. I would love some good, loving people around me, sharing the story, helping make this world a better place. And we can do it. We can make this world a better place. It's a wonderful day to say to someone that you love them and appreciate them. I love you. I love you all so very much. Like I said earlier in the video, I did not know there was so many good, kind-hearted, loving people in this world. I really didn't. And I'm meeting them each and every day. A lot of you people have hearts of gold. I love you. I love you. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Thank you for joining. Please keep sharing. Please keep making videos. Hit the search button. Google this. This is on Google search now. There's, I think, 3 people on here that have shared this, and it's making Google search. Yeah, I noticed some people that were on here. I Googled this just to see if it was on Google search, because last week it wasn't. Now this week it is. The Historian's Tale, The Amazing Return of President Kennedy's Son. Let's make it searchable everywhere. Let's change the history books, people. And I can't do it without you. So I'm hoping that you just hit that share button. God bless you all. Have a wonderful, blessed day, people. And peace out. Thank you once again.